Nah. It's a friggin' gay pub.
Aye, I know.
If you know, then what the hell are we doing here?
Kenny, a pub's a pub, a drink's a drink, and I need a friggin' drink. Picking up the bum, Kenny?
We were originally approached just after the script had been written to provide material to be used in the film. We are quite specialists in what we do, in that a lot of the stuff is manufactured by hand here in the UK by ourselves, things like the straps are worn in the film, etc. And we're also the biggest retail chain, certainly for gay retail chain in Europe. So providing items like some of the dildos, an example, that feature in the film, it's second nature to us anyway. So we were approached by the filmmakers to if we could see if we could provide some of this material, which we duly did. Having seen the script and thought it was absolutely wonderful, the script, we get approached every day for things like this, and it's very common for us to just dismiss them. And this was something different. The script was quite fascinating and had just about everyone who read it in teams of laughter, so we were really quite positive that we wanted to do something positive, really, with this whole project.
People who hate it more than your average film. You know, I've never seen so much hate, you know, and people who love it are very passionately supportive of the film.
Oh, I liked it. It was much better than I expected it to be, and it didn't have the appearance of a low-budget film. Yeah.
I think there was an initial shock at some of the stereotyping that was going on, but I soon got over that because the humour was so relevant, and if you have the patience to wait while the end of the film, then you really see that the stereotype issue is addressed.
I tend to think that the negative criticism is political. I mean, I've seen a lot of bad films and a lot of bad reviews, you know, negative reviews, but I haven't seen just as many as we've had. We've been panned by the critics. But this is in light and directly contrast to the reaction that we've had from the audience.
Fabulous, really funny. It's got the potential to be a sort of cult film because it's not in the slightest bit pretentious, really funny, and I know there's a lot of issues with, you know, who writes what kind of humour, you know, so gay humour should be written by gay men and all this kind of nonsense, but if something's funny, it's funny, and it's a funny film.
I didn't see that it was particularly offensive to any gay people. I've been gay myself. I thought it was quite an accurate representation of certain aspects of the gay community, and can't see why anyone really find it offensive at all, to be honest.
The stereotypes was all part of the irony. I mean, you know, if you can't have a laugh at that, then yeah, you're missing the whole point of the film.
It's just a damn good, very clever, very intelligent, one of the best films I've seen in a long time.
We've been awarded 2 prizes, but we've been awarded an audience prize and a best film prize. To me, those are the best awards a film can have. But it was a real labour of love, actually. You know, I have this analogy that my films are like my kids, you know, and no matter how they turn out, you know, you always love them, you know, and so despite the critics panning the film, in spite of the audience loving the film, 9 Dead Gay Guys is this entity that I've created, but now has its own life. You know, I'm like a proud father when I log on the net, you know, and I just see the streams of pages on 9 Dead Gay Guys.
I really hope 9 Dead Gay Guys does well, because, you know, it was probably the most favourite time I had on set with a cast and crew. So you know, it was my favourite project to date, really.
I've learned that it can happen, that, you know, you can make a film even though it's incredibly hard to do so. I've learned that you have to hang in there and just keep going, which is quite tough sometimes, because sometimes you can't see where it will end.
9 Dead Gay Guys has been to various countries that I've never been to. It's been to Japan, it's been to Brazil, It's been to about 20 more American cities than I've been to. It has a life of its own. It has an audience. And so I have to say I'm quite proud of this thing that I've created, you know.